Hello, guys, and welcome back to another episode of My Little Conversations. My name is Wanjiko Edna, and this is episode 52. Yay! Well, obviously, I still don't have effects, but yeah, let's get into it. Another story time on Siaya Diaries. So, on I'm trying to remember the day, but I think 2 weeks. 2 weeks after I got here, I went roaming out and about because there's just something about for me, that is, there's just something about knowing your environment and being able to explore this new place. So what did I do and what's Bondo famous for? So as we all know, last year Baba passed, so I was like, you know what would be a nice hangout with colleagues. So we planned to go to a place called Kango Kajaramogi. So that's where Jaramogi was buried and also where Baba was buried. So yeah, so that morning I remember I had laundry from yesterday, from the whole week, and I woke up, washed my clothes, left them out to dry, and then mistake number one was walking in the sun because it's quite a distance from my place, but we were like, hey, we don't have money for a bike or whatever, because I think a bike is like 200 for my place. Like the biggest mode of transport is bikes, because matatus can only take you so far, and matatus are for like specific routes. So for this one, we had to actually walk. We decided and agreed the previous day we are going to walk there. And it was not a crazy distance. It was like, I think 4 kilometers from the main road. But now from my place to where we were meeting up is around 1 kilometer. So that took me like 20 minutes to get there. So that's 5 kilometers to and another 5 fro. So, biggest mistake was going when the sun was out because it was hot. Kulikuwa na joto. Sun was scorching, but we went, made it there. We also saw where Jaramogi was buried. I don't know if it's called a museum or something like that. I don't remember the pronunciation or the spelling, but it was something close to a museum, but it's called a mausoleum or something like that. So we walked all the way, and once we got to the gate, there's this guy who recognized that we are not from this area. So he approached us. Akaanza kutuambia, oh, you're my buddies. Oh, I'm going to walk with you. I'm going to take you, kuona nini ya baba. So I just partly ignored him, but I knew eventually what he wanted, and he wanted to ask for money. And I was like, wow, kumbe this is nothing new and it happens everywhere. But long story short, we chatted with the guy a bit. One of us gave him something to buy, some money to buy lunch. And it was a nice day. It was interesting. And I was actually shocked that there was a whole bunch of people. And I think it also speaks of the culture in this place. It's so different because in Kikuyu land, once someone is buried, it's so rare for people to visit the grave, and it's usually at the corner somewhere, and no one goes there unless unless it's you personally, or it's like what are these nini? Oh, a memorial. Memorial is the word I'm looking for. So unless it's a memorial, but in this case it was just a random Saturday, and we went to visit, and the place was full of people, and we were told that apparently the previous day the place was also full of people. So that was quite interesting. I also realized, and I realized it some time back, that most, I don't know if it's only in the case of Baba, ama that happens in every like Luo household. Most people are buried in the middle, like somewhere in the middle of the homestead. Whereas I think the burials I've gone to, most are Kikuyus or like Meru, and watu ziko huko kwa shamba huko kwa kona, somewhere too at the edge, but not anywhere near the middle of the household. I mean of the homestead. So that was also interesting. And yeah, I went to see kaburi ya baba. We paid our respects, and yeah, we left. On our way back, we had to take soda because the sun was scorching hot. But again, our mistake for going like at the peak of the sun. Should I call it sunlight or heat? Yeah, the heat is crazy, to be honest. So yeah, that was a lovely weekend. I remember by the next day, I was just so tired. I didn't go anywhere. But I think it was amazing to like explore and see this other side of the country, and to actually, it was actually interesting also that it looked like not a sketchy road, but I think because kuna nyumba ya mheshimiwa somewhere there, it was nicely tarmacked, but it was disgustingly obvious that lami imekwa because of this homestead that is here, because right to hapo penye imefika is where the lami ended. And like a part of it ikanikumbusha how politicians are so they have this god-like, they want to be treated like gods in a place where they have so little to give, and it's so disappointing. But what can we do? I think there's only so much we can do. And yeah, I guess sometimes it's the perks of being in a third world country where the leaders can do whatever they want. But maybe as time goes, things will get better. So yeah, anyway, that's the end of my story. I'll end it there for today. So yeah, make sure to follow my Instagram at littleconversations.ke. Make sure to follow this podcast here on Spotify. And yeah, you can also stalk me on my personal page at shiko.e, that is ciku.e. So that's it from me. Have a lovely one. Bye.